actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Cold T1, set in Dartmoor. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So on to our briefing. Alexa has been drinking cold tea, therefore as punishment she has made her own special tea for 5 staff who drink on the job. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. All must be eliminated whilst disguised as the mansion staff, and all via consumed poison. We also have only 1 exit available to us. We cannot be spotted. No bodies can be found excluding accidents and poisons. We cannot pacify anybody, and we cannot be recorded by surveillance. We must only eliminate our targets, and we cannot change disguise as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff. We'll be bringing with us 2 vials of lethal poison, our silenced pistol, and we're going to have a lockpick stored up in the library. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to quickly retrieve our lockpick from the bookshelf and then make our way downstairs, and we're going to head straight for Mr. Fernsby's office. Now I happen to know that Mr. Fernsby is about to enter this room, so rather than go the long way round, we'll cut through the entrance hall and then around to Mr. Fernsby's office. We're going to lockpick our way inside, and then just on the window in the corner we will find a vial of lethal poison, bringing us up to 3 vials, so we still need to gather 2 more. In the meantime, while we're doing that, we're going to take care of our first 2 targets, who are the closest to or in the house. The first of which being this gentleman right here, Mr. Hill. So he is engaged in a conversation. He's kind of out of sync because he's talking and drinking at the same time, which meant he stood there by the bottle saying nothing for a little while. But once he moves away, we can then add our first lethal poison to our first drink. And for the purposes of the video, I will be sticking around for each of the kills, although you can just poison the glasses and move straight on. So target 1 is back at the table, sampling the water and finding it rather unpleasant. So we're going to move on now to target number 2, who is located currently in the kitchen. And this will be one of the rare times that I enter into the kitchen and don't leave with a propane cylinder in my hand. So while our target is mopping the floor, we are going to add our poison to the bottle of water and then move a safe distance away. And in a few moments our target will come along and drink that and find it not to their liking. So if you don't want to stick around for the kills, especially after this one, you can make your way out into the gardens, retrieve the wrench, and then make your way into the greenhouse. And now that our target has finally demised, that is exactly what we're going to do next. So we're going to head out via the corridor here and then out straight into the garden, and we do have 1 more vial of poison on us, and we will utilize that shortly. First of all though, we're just going to make sure we've got the wrench so that we don't forget it later on. So we're just going to head down to the pond, grab the wrench, and then make our way off to the right into the gardens where the gazebo is located. And there is our target, Mr. King. Hello, Isaac. And he will be in a few moments heading over to this table, and he will sample from this bottle of water, which we have just spiced up for him rather nicely. So he has a very short routine, he doesn't go very far, so he will be sampling that juice very quickly, and he will go down like a tree as predicted. So down goes our friend Mr. King, and we can then move on to our final 2 targets. And of course for these we are going to require more poison, so we're going to make our way to the front of the greenhouse, and as long as no one's looking, we're going to lockpick our way inside, and we're going to grab both of the eggmatic flowers to our left here. There we go. We're going to use the wrench to fix the herbology machine, and then add our emetic flowers one at a time to the machine, and that will convert each of them from emetic to lethal. So once we have that done, all we have to do is make our way outside and poison 2 more bottles of water, both of which have literally just been sampled from, so we have plenty of time. So there is Mr. Walsh. He is going to go off and do a bit of gardening before returning to his bottle. And then we also have over this side Mr. Richards, and again he is going to go through his routine and will shortly return to his bottle. And they don't quite match up timing wise, which works out for me in an editing sense, but we could quite easily take these 2 out both at the exact same time. If you got your timing just about right, you may need to slow Mr. Walsh down ever so slightly. So Mr. Walsh is first to return to his bottle of water, and he goes down rather gracefully and rather slowly. And then if we look over our other shoulder, Mr. Richards should be just approaching his bottle of water now, and he will also go down like a swan in their final moments. So with all of our targets now taken care of, the only thing left for us to do is to make good our escape. We only have the 1 exit available, and luckily it's not too far away, and that will be the bridge exit. So we're just going to make a beeline for that right now. So there we go, 1 more subscriber contract taken care of. Quite an enjoyable one this, I do enjoy using poisons. And we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we managed to meet all of our objectives along the way, and in turn that will net us the coveted Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.